I was actually watching a couple things and doing some research online and was very impressed with Moonshine horsepower Harley Davidson and the upgrades that they're doing, the kits that they're doing now. I'm in Ohio, so I'm in my truck because it didn't rain for over a month, and then now we got 4 days of rain in a row where I'd be on my bike. But back to the performance related issues here. So if you are staying up to par with the performance industry and the things that are going on with aftermarket Harley components in the performance realm of Harley Davidson motorcycles, you know about Moonshine horsepower. So one of the coolest things that I seen on the video that they put out was the kits that they're doing and what they all consist of, and the components and the research and development that go into producing these components for the horsepower output in which they are getting. One of the biggest things I wanted to talk about was their 131 kit. So their 131 kit is an absolute monster. So they have a head that is specifically designed for them. It's called the Frankenstein head. It has a valve cutouts are 1.5 millimeters larger than the stock valve cutouts. So you're getting a larger valve seating area. You're getting a lot more performance out of that. When I looked at the head itself, the amount of material and the amount of flow that they were able to get into them heads is absolutely amazing. So I just wanted to talk about that. I also wanted to talk about their 135 kit, I believe, is running that same Frankenstein head. Then they also have a 138 kit. They also have a 143 kit, and they have, I believe, even a larger one than that. So the size of these kits is absolutely amazing. Their 131 kit is putting out close to 150 horsepower. They're running I believe it's a 64 millimeter throttle body and a 64 millimeter intake manifold as well. So these are all precision machined, CNC machine, absolutely amazing high flow parts. So that's how they're getting this amazing performance and this amazing horsepower out of these parts. Now, I know their larger kits, the 143 and I believe the 138, are running the Monster head. The Monster head, the valves are ported out 2.5 millimeters larger than the Harley stock heads. So that's an amazing amount of clearance in there for the valves. That's absolutely insane. So that's why they're able to get 160, 170 horsepower out of these kits. Also, I was impressed that Moonshine horsepower is running stock Harley jugs. So they're getting the jugs directly from Harley Davidson. They said that the material that they use when they make these jugs puts them above anything else on the aftermarket. That was impressive to me to see that they're still running stock Harley jugs. Now, they do have some relief cutouts on the bottom so that they can sit further down into the bottom end of the engine itself. And they do also have some reliefs cut out so that the jugs have clearance, because once you get into the larger diameter, once you're boring these out to a larger bore, you are running clearance issues with the jugs themselves. So that they don't touch each other, they do have some relief cuts in there. That is absolutely amazing to me, the amount of research and development that they're doing into these kits. I highly recommend you guys watch the video, because I can only talk to so much of it. The video was long, it goes in depth on everything. So they are actually performance CNC machining out the underneath of the pistons themselves in order to save weight, to get more weight reduction. That's absolutely amazing. So I'm blown away by what they're able to do and the amount of performance they are able to get out of these components themselves. They were also talking about ceramic coating some of the internals for their kits. To me, that's amazing, the length that they are going to get the performance out of these bikes. So if you have not looked into Moonshine horsepower, Moonshine Harley Davidson, go do a Google search, get online, do some research on them, get on YouTube, pull up the video. It's absolutely breathtaking, the amount of research and development they're putting into it, the amount of options they have for the kits. They also have warranties on all their parts. So whether you are paying them to do the labor and the install, whether you're buying the whole kit, whether you're getting the pieces from them, they do offer warranties to you guys for these parts. I can't say enough good things about them and what they're doing in the industry. The performance aspect of the aftermarket for Harley Davidson keeps increasing day and night. Every single day, leaps and bounds, they're jumping further and further ahead, pushing the envelope to increase the performance game. So if you guys are aware of them, that's awesome. If you're not aware of them, give them a look up. I know HPI is backed out. Man, I believe it was like 26 weeks or something crazy like that to get anything from them. I know a lot of that custom work and a lot of that stuff you gotta book months in advance. I know that Moonshine horsepower is booking out. I don't know if it's still 6 months, but they got a long wait list. I mean, at the dealership that I'm working at right now, we're booking over a month in advance for engine work. So if you guys are looking to get any performance engine work done and you are not a mechanic, you don't do it yourself, you're gonna be booking months in advance. Harley Davidson did come out and let us know that there was a supply chain issue and that production may be backed up on some of these new bikes. So I did just want to make you guys aware that they're being very transparent in it. They're letting us know what's going on and keeping us in the loop. So that's awesome. Thank you, Harley Davidson, for letting us know what's going on so that we can prepare for anything that may be coming down. Now, what I seen is it was a brake issue. The CVOs are not going to be halted up at all, but some of the 23 models may be behind on being shipped to the local dealerships. Inventory is up in a lot of the dealerships, so I don't think there's going to be a shortage of getting your hands on what you want to right now, but just expect that there may be some hiccups going on down the line. Also, I did want to mention that Moonshine horsepower, they're running some really, really big throttle bodies and intake manifolds. So I know on their like monster head builds where they're doing the 143 kits and stuff of that size, they're getting 170 horsepower, but they're also running 70 millimeter throttle bodies. I believe that's an HPI product. Also, another option that they were doing was you could send in your engine and you could have them run the internals where they'll balance everything and get your internals running that way with like your flywheel, stuff like that. But also they have an option in there to where you could get the Dark Horse Crankworks Man of War in there. So a lot of good options and a lot of good things coming out from them. I just wanted to let you guys know. I did put the S&S intake manifold on my bike. It feels like the throttle delivery and the throttle response, the fuel delivery, sorry, is day and night difference. So my fuel delivery with that S&S intake manifold feels day and night difference. It feels like it's a lot smoother. The power is delivered a lot smoother over the entire RPM range. I don't know if it's just in my head, but I can notice a huge difference on the bike. It's smoothed everything out, but now what that's done to me is there's not like a sharp curve in the horsepower range. There's not like a sharp curve in the torque range. So with it being smoother for me, I now want to increase more power into the bike. So I did get my hands on a torque cam. I got my hands on some push rods. I got to get the S&S tappet collars, and I may replace the lifters as well when I go in there. So I'm just doing my research to find out what the best options I'm going to have is. So pretty soon I'll get you guys a video up of doing that. We're going to do the cam install. I'm going to replace the inner cam bearing. Gonna throw some new lifters in there. I'm probably gonna go with the S&S lifters, Screaming Eagle adjustable push rods, S&S tappet collars, and then we'll get the bike out, we'll get it tuned, we'll get you guys some more information. So just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the performance game and a company that I think is surpassing a lot of other companies on the market, and wanted to keep you guys in the loop once I start finding and figuring things out and hearing things coming down the pipeline. I want to make sure I put it out here so you guys know as well. And thank you again for watching the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe.